Thank you so much for watching these videos. My name is Simon. Let's proceed. So previously we managed to add something to the database and we were creating playlists, and you can see that I can come. Okay, we added a playlist for music, a playlist for videos. I'm just creating, let me call this playlist blog, and then we do save. It means the playlist is added to the database. But unfortunately, we cannot view it in our table just because we've not displayed it yet. All right, so that's what we are learning today, and let's proceed. So if I go to our editor, first of all, the first thing I want to do is I want to change the view so that you can view, at least see some things clearly. So what is happening, some of the items look faint, so I want to change. I have two views here. So I'm going to go to settings, and then I choose style configurator. So I can choose here, I want to choose deep black. So there's that deep black, which may not be bad. There is also one called Vim dark blue. No. Vibrant ink. So I think let me use vibrant ink because I think the items look bright, and that's what we can use. Or else I'll be interchanging. All right, so we have our items. And remember, we created a view for the playlist. So to make things simple, I'm going to first do a die dump, a so-called die dump, but then I'm going to fetch things from the database. So I'm going to have a dollar, and what dollar? Playlist, or found playlist, but I'll call it playlist found. I'm just giving it long name so that I make things easy for us to identify. So what is it doing? It is using the playlist, and then I want to get all. So all playlists, I want them to be displayed. All right, so when I get to the view here, I'll just create a comma and then add the word compact. So it's going to compact for me whatever is compiled in the playlist. So which means I can retrieve from different models, and then I'm able to display them to the user. So I'm adding that variable now as a string. So the variable is playlist found, and there is listed for me. So playlist found, I'll just do a tab. I'm done. So before I do that, I want to do a die dump so that I test whatever is coming from my database before I even display it to the user, so that I'm very sure that I'm fetching something from the database, but it's the user who is not seeing it. So you can do an echo. So I'm going to do an echo. What am I echoing? I'm doing an echo for playlist found, and then I terminate. So this is what is going to happen when I go back and I roll. So playlist found, you can see it has brought all the playlists. The first playlist, which is music, the other which is video, and then the other that is blog. So it's bringing what they call a JSON object, and inside the JSON object, sorry, it's bringing a JSON array, and inside the JSON array is objects. So this is the first object. The second object we can be indexed. But however, the other way we can do a check is by using a die dump, which will bring another structure. So let's do a die dump and we see. So I'm going to replace this. I'm going to just comment that and do a DD. And then inside the DD, I put that dollar, the variable, which is playlist found. Okay, and then I terminate. So once more, if I go and refresh, this is what we'll have. So we have the array. First of all, it is finding us 3 arrays, and the 3 arrays are distributed here, which are also JSON objects. And inside the objects, we have, for example, the table. The table is playlist, and what is fillable is that it should be indicated under here. So the fillable is title, but what has been found is under this attribute. So we have the attribute music. So that is item 0, item 1, and item 3. In this case, which is indicated at 2. All right, so with that done, it means I'm fetching everything from the database, so I need to display to the user. So very simple, whatever we wrote, we'll be taking it to the user. So we're going to go to our playlist view, so view playlists, and then we go to the table. So this is going to be the playlist, and then the image. I think this kind of theme is good because I see everything clearly, and then visible. All right, so when I come to this, I don't need this, the th, no, and I need one row, all, which is going to give me the rest. So I'll come and let me first do this one anyway. So we're going to do what they call blade. So we're going to type that for each, and then we go to the end of this table row, okay, and then we type end for each, end for each. So this simply means that for each variable that we're going to echo here as something, okay, you do this and then you end that for each statement, which means it's going to produce for each and every item that is already there, unless limited to a particular number, as we shall see the more we progress. So therefore, if I want to see the playlist now, this is what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to make sure that I have the variable. So for each playlist found is what we had there, playlist found. For each playlist found as PLF. Okay, so I'm just saying that to differ from what we've been rhyming, playlist. So I'm going to do the blade, these double brackets, and then I put PF, okay, pointing to playlist. So playlist, and then let's begin with that. So I'm going to go come back here and refresh, and we need to see at least one the 3 playlists. So first of all, I have an error in the views. I missed something, maybe. Let's see. So for each playlist found as dollar, this is supposed to be dollar because it's another variable that I'm creating. So as dollar, so this is going to be dollar playlist. Okay, I'll do a refresh again. All right, so PF is undefined. $PF is undefined. Make variable optional. Let me do a check and see. So for each playlist as, oh, this is supposed to be PLF. All right, good check. Refresh. And there we are. We have playlist image visible. Okay, I need to change this. This is supposed to be playlist image visible. So the playlist, something is being echoed here, but we can't see it. So let me check the database and see what I gave. So it's supposed to be title, not playlists. So for each playlist, it has already displayed 3 for me. If you can check, where are you? Here you are. It has displayed 1, 2, 3. But then I was calling something else. I was calling playlist instead of title that is saved here in the database. Good to do a check. Okay, so let's go ahead and instead of playlist, we check title. Okay, so that's great. Much as we're doing this, you can see that okay, so we have our 3 playlists. So which means the rest here is unnecessary. And then I also remove that tag. So I'll come at the top and remove this header tag. and then I remove all this unnecessary stuff here. Okay, I'll add one instead of the header tag. I'll add one here, except the button for the editing. So visible, and then I can add one for edit, which can also take a button. So I can add edit, and I put it under an href. So edit, which means you can do edit a playlist. I'll also add one where you can click on the playlist and then you go and modify the items, or even see the videos that are attached to the playlist, and then you can even add videos to that particular playlist. So there are very many things we're going to learn from this class. All right, so we can see that we have the playlist and then the particular image that is supposed to go to that particular playlist, and then is it visible or not. So let's do a check also and add in those fields. So we're going to choose image and visibility, which is available. So is it available or not? Okay, so if it's 0, it should be available to the playlist, should be available at 0. All, if it's not, if it's at 1, then it should be available, even seen by the viewer. But that is controlled to the viewer, but it may not be controlled with me in the dashboard. So there are very many things and differences we can see, but we shall see. Let's keep adding items and we see. So let me go and work out the image and the availability. So that's very simple. You already know how to attach the blade thing. So we're going to look for, so double brackets and then double brackets this side. So we're going to look for $PLF, and then we point to image, the first case, and then another $PLF, and then we point to available. All right, so with that done, I've done a save. I'm saving all, and then if we come back and refresh, you can see that the visible is 0, and then the image is null because we have no image name. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to support this channel. In case you want to support, everything is in the description.